Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Today I'm inspired by a little green. So I've done this green shimmery eyeshadow look for you. Good for hooded eyes and mature lids, seeing as I have both. So if you'd like to see how I achieved this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm starting out as always with my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer in Eden. Now I'm waiting on my P. Louise eye makeup base to come. So I'm going to do a little test on that to see how it goes as an eye primer. But for now I'm finding this is the best. It's a light colour, so if you're doing any looks with light colours, it'll just help actually increase the vibrancy. So I put that all over my lid, right up in the inner corner there, under my brow, and just blend that out. So I'm blending it with a Zoeva concealer buffer brush. It's very soft, very dense, helps you move that primer around. So I'm just going to set that with my MAC Blanc Type on a large blending brush. This is a NARS 42, and just all over. Now with the P. Louise eye makeup base, you don't need to set it apparently, and it still retains the vibrancy of the colours and blending ability. So I'm so anxious to get that, just to see how it goes. Okay, so first colour in the transition is Makeup Geek's Sure Thing, which is a lime colour, on my Sigma E40 blending brush. So high up underneath the brow bone there, and across, and then down into the outer corner. Okay, next up is an olive coloured eyeshadow. Now this is a no-name brand, I can't remember what it is, but just an olive green colour will do. And I'm using that on my Dose of Colours blending brush. So once again into the outer corner and up above my natural crease. So I'm going quite high. So I'm going over that transition colour, but not quite to the end. Now just build it up as you go. You can bring that out a fair bit if you want that blown out look, which is what I'm going for today, as usual. Now I'd like to go back in with that transition colour, which was the Sure Thing from Makeup Geek, just a tiny bit on the brush again, and just blend the very, very edge of that. Okay, so time for the outer corner. Now this is a shimmery colour from MAC, it's called Smutty Green. So we don't want to put this too much up into the crease, especially if you've got mature eyes and you've got mature lids and you've got some texture through here. We don't want to be putting shimmer up into the crease there. So this is just going to go on the very outer corner in a V shape. So a small blending brush, this is a Zoeva's 223 Petite Eye Blender, and just placing the colour down there before we blend it. So you can see that sparkly in the colour. Now I don't want to go up any higher than that. So I've just switched for blending to the Real Techniques shading brush, which is very tiny, and we're just going to do circular motions over the top of that colour. Just over the very edge there, I've gone back in with that olive green to blend out the edge of that colour. Now the key to achieving a very blended look is just taking your time, so don't rush, and just go back in, keep placing colour, and then just keep blending it until you're satisfied that the blend is almost seamless there. And still going back with that sure thing on the very outer corner there, just to blend those colours all together. So almost on a 45-degree angle. Okay, so it's time for the lid colour. So I'm going to go in with another primer. This is Urban Decay again though, but is the Primer Potion in Sin. So it's a shimmery primer. So I'm just going to place that where I want that shimmery colour to be. So that'll be above my natural crease line there. And down just in front of that dark colour. Now I don't want that to dry straight away, so I'm going straight in with this colour, which is from Makeup Geek Fantasy. So it's a lime, but it's a very shimmery, beautiful colour. It's gorgeous. So just on my finger. Now if you've got fingernails, this will drive you crazy using your fingers. But just go in and try your best. So you're going to get into all sorts of positions to try and get this in. But it does come out better on the lid using your fingers. So if you like, which I'm going to do, I'm going to go in with a small, very small brush into the inner corner there, just so I've got some colour in there. I can't quite get my fingers in there with my fingernails, and it doesn't have to be as shimmery in there as well. So I'll take that brush that I was using with the olive colour on it, no extra colour, and I'm just going to go over the very edge of that just to blend. And if you like, you can go back in with that very dark green colour, a tiny bit on your brush, and just blend that across. So go backwards and forwards when you're blending that across. Don't just bring the dark across, bring the light across into it as well, and you'll get a little bit better blend. If you feel like you've lost a little bit of the intensity of the shimmer colour after you've gone through and blended just the top there, just go back over and just in the very centre of all of that, so not right up so you're actually placing colour again, which you've got to blend out again, but just on the centre, just pop some extra. You can always do it extra. Positions I get myself into to do this are nuts. So I like that to be very vibrant shimmer there. That is a beautiful colour. Love it. So just keep blending that until you're happy. You don't want to really see a dark line and then the light, so you want to blend it across from both ways and just keep going in and putting colour in until you're happy that that outside corner is dark enough and it blends into the light lime colour well. So I'll go in now and do underneath my lashes and the waterline as well. So I'm going to first up put an eyeliner on there just to help the colour stay. So this is NARS Larger Than Life in Barrow Street. So it's a beautiful mint colour. So I'll go in and pop that in the waterline first up. And then just below. Now this is just going to help those colours stay. So I'll go in first up with the very dark green colour on a smudge brush. I'm just going to do the very outer sort of corner with that really dark colour. So then I'll just go in with the olive colour, so basically replicating what we've done on top on the bottom. So I'll take that in a little bit further than the darker colour and and tapering off, so a little bit thicker towards the outer edge there and going in a little bit thinner. So you're automatically blending the edge of that very dark colour as you're putting in a lighter colour as you go down. And then the last colour is going back in with Sure Thing on a Real Techniques blending brush, which is a little bit bigger, and then just blending out the whole lot underneath. So another thing I always like to do, which you would have seen on my channel before, is using my Rimmel Brow this way, which is a very light pink colour, just on a little tiny angled brush, and just up from the very, very centre of your eyebrow to the outside edge there, just to sharpen up the edge of your eyebrow. And just blend that out. Now I always like to put my pencil eyebrow on before I put any makeup on, and I normally do that also before I put my eye cream and face moisturizer on. I just find if you put your face moisturizer on and then you go and try to do your eyebrows, it just slips and slides all over the place. So I put the pencil on first, and I go in with my eye cream and my moisturizer, and then do the rest of my makeup. And then just before I do this, I go back in with my powder product, which is Anastasia's Brow Duo in Blonde. And it just tends to soften everything. Don't forget to brush through them. Always, I don't know, I think I'm like everybody. I've always got one eyebrow that I like and one that I hate. And this is the one that I hate. Now I've gone a little bit heavy on the under eyebrow there, so I'm just going to go back in with that Sure Thing on my large blending brush from Sigma and just go over that just so it matches the other side. So I just want to add a tiny little bit more shimmer to the inner corner, so I'm using my Anastasia's Moonchild, which is actually a highlighter palette, and I'm going to use Lucky Clover, which is a very, very, very light green, on a very small pencil brush just on the very inner corner there. So I'm going to do some tight linings. I'm going in with my Inglot gel liner in 77 Black. It's the only one that I've found that will stay on the tight line. And I'm just going in with my Zoeva 315 fine liner brush. So just a tiny bit on your brush, take off any excess and just straight underneath the eye there. I'll do some mascara and some lashes, and I'll be back to show you the final product. So if you enjoyed this video on my green shimmery eye look, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment, tell me what you think, share and subscribe. Click on the notifications bell as well so you'll be notified when I do upload more of my content. Keep being the best version of you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!